Kelly Bauer from Block Club Chicago, kind of pivoting here a little bit off topic, but getting back to social distancing, and as Chicago continues to reopen. She noted there were jam-packed patios, the open streets, pilot programs that she saw. People weren't wearing masks, walking in the middle of the streets. She's asking, are you concerned about how Chicagoans are re-entering outdoor dining? And her follow-up is, would you go out and eat at a patio?
I ate at a patio yesterday, one that had proper social distancing, and where we see that those rules are not being followed, we're not going to hesitate to talk initially, and if the talk doesn't work, then start fining the restaurants, and if necessary, close them down. We all have to remember, COVID-19 hasn't magically gone away because of the events of the last 2 weeks. It is absolutely very much part of our presence. And whether we continue to make progress as we have over these last 10 weeks depends upon people still adhering to the social distancing rules. And I understand there's a lot of enthusiasm on the part of restaurants and patrons to get back out, to enjoy the great restaurant scene here in Chicago, but we absolutely have to do that, abiding by the rules and regulations that we have put in place around social distancing, wearing masks. In my view, it's foolish to be going out in public, particularly in a social gathering like a restaurant, and not wearing masks. And so we're going to continuing to preach that gospel because it's absolutely necessary to keep people safe, and it's our expectation that those restaurants will adhere to this guidance. It makes sense for the public, it makes sense for their workers, and we're going to insist that that happen, or we're not going to see other restaurants come online, and those who are consistently violating the rules are going to suffer the consequences. We've got to keep diligent and keep people safe. COVID-19 is still here. We're still seeing 200 plus new infections every day. People are still dying from COVID-19. It is foolish to think that just because the sun is shining, the weather is warm, that magically COVID-19 has not gone away. If you look at other states across the country who didn't have the stringent stay-at-home rules that we did, who opened up way too quickly without guidance, what we're seeing in every single one of those states is a huge surge in cases, and some of them are actually reporting the highest incidence of new cases that they've had this entire year because they did not manage the reopening correctly. We do not want that to happen in Chicago, but it's really dependent upon every person taking individual responsibility and doing this the right way. And I surely hope that people will. COVID's not gone, it's still here.